Welcome back to my building progress of the island of Renovo. This is an early fall island, and right now I am just laying some things down at like another little entrance area where I want it to open up to, I guess it's gonna be like another little mini town section, and just kind of messing around with the castle gate items, kind of what I want to do with that. As you can tell, I'm playing August 4th, the current time, and usually when I'm designing though, I'm trying to set it to the dream address date I want. I really do think that helps with decorating when you're playing on the date of the dream address, if you actually know what that's gonna be. I just walked through what I made in the last video, a cozy little neighborhood. It is not finished. I'm kind of starting to design areas now with like first round pass in mind, so it does not have to be perfect by any means. I'm not going to get those details in, but I need the bones of the areas filled out really so I can just make sure I have enough space for, I guess, kind of all the ideas I want to do for this island. And I have a pretty aggressive end date that I'm keeping in mind. Still don't think I'm going to share that end date yet, but hint hint, it kind of matches the dream address date I want to upload this island. And it is an early fall island, and you know, August is October, you know, it's already August, and as I'm doing my voiceover now, actually it's August 7th, we are well into August, and that means it's kind of almost September, which means it's basically fall, you know, so we can get there. June and July to me are the actual like summer months, but I get technically August is still summer, and it's so hot where I live that yeah, it is still summer. Unfortunately, I'm ready for fall, obviously, so I get out my energy in making a fall island. So what I was kind of terraforming previously to the right of this structure situation, it's going to be like a little lookout point, and the hope is that it looks out to a nice, lovely church, a very awesome church building. That's the hope, but oof, I'm going to be trying to do a perspective shot, which, you know, I've never done, so that's going to be probably pain and suffering, but you know, it's for fun. I'm playing for fun. Yeah, I think I'm liking the castle gates with the pergolas behind it, just adding some more depth as you enter this entrance. I'm gonna have to remove everything later and make sure I have the codes, the pathing down under these structures, but in the meantime, I'm just kind of messing around. I was too lazy to go to a slumber island and really figure out what I wanted to do, because I'm like, I don't want to have to terraform my walkway again, and I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it, I guess, as I've been doing. Oh, I really like that when you walk up the stairs, how you see the dangling, is that ivy? I don't know what variation that pergola is, the green stuff. So now I'm trying to figure out what item. I don't want my villagers or people visiting this island to fall off the terrace, of course. So I'm kind of messing around with what I want to do for the fencing. And you're going to see in a minute, I start to really struggle with this simple little lookout terrace. We eventually get there. And then you saw me take that lower shot. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make a build over there, kind of on that mound, kind of where that hill is over there, if you can see it. I want that to be a church that you can look out to. Yeah, and really just hoping and praying that I have enough room. I don't know, it's okay. I didn't know this, or I thought this was just lies, but can you can only have a certain number of ramps on your island? Is this true? I could Google this, but I thought, like, okay, I'm also recording, I'll just ask the question. I was watching another creator's video. I don't know who. It was probably Amira's version, honestly. I love her stuff, her old Animal Crossing stuff. I also watch a lot of Sparks By, but I don't think I got it from her. But anyways, about how you can only have 10 ramps on an island, right? Is that right? That doesn't seem like enough. Maybe it's plenty, but I'm starting to panic a little bit because I have to, I need ramps in other places too. So I demolished one that was by my little canyon area. I probably don't show it in this video, but if you've seen my previous videos, I mention it. I took out a ramp there to hopefully make myself some room. But, yeah, I'm maybe a little nervous about that. Here I'm trying to alternate fences, so kind of moving away from the jail bar items or fences below. Just, I don't like it though, I kind of hate it. That variation I did right there. I usually love this stone fence, what I'm using right now, but I think I'm going to do the iron and stone one, or whatever that one's called. I think that's what I end up oh no, it's not. So yeah, I really struggle with what I want. I'm already can tell at this point, like, this is just not enough room. This is not enough room for a lookout point. I want there to be, like, it could kind of work like a one person, like, oh, look at us. Look at me, just here looking out. But no, I need more room. I need more room. So if you're with a friend, there's enough room for your friend, or maybe room for like a bench or something. So it's all wrong right now. The location is good. This is where the lookout will be, because we're just deciding that. We can decide that. But yeah, this is kind of like the first step. I need to nail my lookout point before I can do a church build or the perspective view. So as you can see, I lengthened it quite a bit, and I think that helps just a little bit, because I needed the room. Yeah. So in a moment, once I get this area figured out, I will fix all the pathing underneath. And that's kind of the shot we're going for, I guess. But and I think that really does help. It brings it all together when I use the light. I use for the in-game path the light dirt path, and then I have a really nice custom code path called Autumn Path. I didn't make it. I really need to link that, hopefully in the description below or in a comment, if I can find it. I've had it forever as the issue when I've like made my previous island, so it's just lost in my Pinterest. I don't even know where I found it. I'm using old codes I had and everything because, again, the point of this series is I'm redecorating an island I've had for quite a while. So what I did was I just asked Rossetti to clear up all my crap, and I'm actually trying to finish a design, like a constant theme that you can see throughout. I just want to. I haven't done it yet. And I really want that, what is it called? I guess I want to achieve that. I think it would be fun to play the game that way. I've been like a casual game player, I guess you could say. In many ways I still am, I guess. Like, I play when I want to play. But I'm also trying to be a little more disciplined of like, okay, I can finish this area today, instead of just like going on a tangent with like another thought I have. Like, for example, I have so many ideas for new islands I already want to do. But I was actually watching one of Amira's Animal Crossing videos, and again, these are like maybe a year old, but she also was releasing videos of her messing around on Happy Home Paradise. Oh, by the way, isn't that fencing a lot better? That wood fencing. I think I just am a sucker for light woods, and sometimes, I love stone too, but sometimes when it's getting too gray, like there's just too much of one thing in one area. Same thing with the woods. It's too much. I need the balance. So because I'm using these castle walls and castle gates down here, we already have a lot of gray, a lot of stone, and yeah, I think I just am justifying myself in using the wood fencing, but you are totally allowed to have your own opinions. Maybe that's not the fencing you would use. I get it. But yeah, since this is my island, we're doing it. I like it. And I kind of struggle with this cliff spot. I'm trying to make room for, I need some trees up on that path. But okay, back to what I was saying. I mean, you'll notice so often my squirrel brain, this is just kind of how my brain goes. Two thoughts at once. But yeah, what I was listening to on one of her videos, Amira Version's videos, she kind of was also releasing, like, they're called speed builds, but they actually could be like a lengthy video, like still over 30 minutes, but it's because like maybe you're making a 2-hour build, but then you put it on like ×5 or ×2 speed, and then she's kind of voicing over, kind of talking about the design she's doing. But in Happy Home Paradise, what is cool, it's not builds on your own island, so you don't have to stick with the theme of the island you're going. If you like, you just have a random design urge, you can go to Happy Home Paradise and make like a little, I don't know, coffee shop for Melba or whatever you want to do, a library for Kyle. I don't know why I said that villager. I think because I just recently saw him in something else, but probably wouldn't make something for Kyle quite yet. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool, because then you can kind of reset and refresh from your main island and just work on something else that you're kind of more inspired by. But at the same time, I want to, you know, when I feel able and ready, I want to kind of tackle Renovo, because like I said, I am trying to get this done. That was the inspo for getting out these videos. It's really for me to just be like, okay, I'm accountable, I'm going to do it, we're going to get it done. And yeah, okay, I'm liking that tree there. I'm liking the triple gate. The ramp will be not aligned, of course, with one of the entrances of the gate openings down there, and that's okay. I kind of want it off center. Just also making sure I have room for a tree. Big tree, not a little tree. Big tree, yeah. I've said this before too, this island is supposed to be mainly hardwoods. I don't even know if I've used a fruit tree yet. Mainly hardwoods, and then if we have evergreens, or cedars as they're called in this game, they're on the second level, kind of, for a more foresty vibe. So look at that, I like it so much more with the light in-game path laid down. And then another design code I have, the border for my main paths has been this stone, and then I'm layering it with this wood fence for safety, because I don't want anyone to fall off this lookout cliff. I kind of just have the one fence there for a while, but then I end up closing this corner, like immediately, like right now, and I really like that, because you could also fall off near the ramp side too, you know, so we're just safety is key. Yeah, I'm really liking this little lookout. So we got there. See, we finally got there, basically 14 minutes in to me voicing this over, but in gameplay time, I don't know, it felt like a long time, and I was like, I need to get going. I need to start making sense of this area. I'm liking that. I'm liking that shot. So that's how I'm picturing when people visit the island. That's kind of the frame they're going for, and there's going to be something gorgeous over there. I want it to be a beautiful church, but in front of Gaston's yard, this is Gaston's right here, I want a little pond area, but first he needs a little windy path, of course. So we're kind of getting this down, and windy, you know, windy is always my goal. I think it's just really cute, especially with this autumn path design code. I think I end up making the path a lot wider than I originally imagined, Don't know if I'm gonna go back and fix that or not. Looking at this footage again, I'm like, is that cute? Is that not cute? Like, do you see what I mean? Really wide to the left and then it skinnies up. I don't know. And then of course we're gonna lay down some trees. We will select the cedar trees, probably the largest young one you can get. And then of course you gotta stunt it with a little sapling. So I actually have my life together this morning, and I have the saplings on me, so I don't have to like run to Nook's Cranny or struggle with my storage. But yeah, overall I'm liking this. The next task is kind of making a little pond, again kind of in Gaston's front yard. It's also like a transition area. That stone ramp you see a little bit, oh, now you don't see it in the shot, it will be gone. I remove it not in this footage, but yeah, so no one can go up that way. That was the ramp I was talking about deleting just so I have more ramp space, if that is true. I think it's got to be true. There's limitations to this game, of course. Yeah, so obviously my goal, I want the pond to look very natural, and I think that can be a hard thing to do, but I'm trying to be a little random, and then it kind of looks like an oval. So yeah, I don't know if I achieved that. I start messing around more, add a bit more ledge to Gaston's area, because now I'm like, wait, let's add a waterfall that kind of goes into this canyon I made. What do I do? I wanted to corner that cliff, but I probably have to, oh yes, Cherry, leave. Okay, so, yeah, she didn't want to leave, but just sharing the excitement I had for that. Cherry is one of the ones that I want her to leave the island to make room for other villagers I have envisioned in living in this land. She's cool. I have no issues with Cherry, but again, I'm trying, first time ever, to stick with the theme, and I have my dreamies in my mind. It was so cool when we got Billy. Oh, that won't work with the path. I loved getting Billy. That was like just villager hunting, got Billy. Diana was a win too, though I wasn't specifically thinking about her before. But just so you're aware, and I keep saying this, Maggie or Agnes, maybe even both at this point, I just think they're so cute. I actually run another YouTube channel. Oh wait, do we like this pond? I think so. It's okay. It'll do for now. I run another YouTube channel that's like ambiance videos, but I've been switching it to, okay, so Animal Crossing ambiance videos. I don't know if you're into that, but if you are, you should check that out. But now I'm kind of, ooh, I really like that shot, that little lonely waterfall there in Gaston's house. Just picture it decorated and beautiful. It's so bare right now. But like I said, first round pass. Fix this path. Yeah, so I have another YouTube channel, and I'm kind of switching to Pomodoro 25/5. So like those focus things, those really help me. I watch a lot of that stuff, and I'm really liking that. And now instead of like music, it's more ambient sounds, so like morning nature sounds, beach waves if it makes sense. And I've been obsessed with using Maggie as my barista. I just got some footage of this like orange cream cafe. It's very orange and bright, and Maggie is one of the baristas there with Marina, and it's just so they're just so cute. So even more so, I just want to get Maggie on my island. She's one of my dreamies. There's the shot. Okay, decorating to come later. We're now going to switch our focus to, again, this perspective shot I want to do. Remember moments ago we built out that terrace lookout point. Now I'm messing around with terraforming for what this is going to look out to. And again, I want it to be a church build. I'm nervous. I haven't done a church build yet. or a perspective shot besides a lake that I made at the back of my island, which I showed in my first video. But that one was kind of like a random, I didn't really care how it looked. I was like, whatever perspective it is, it's a perspective. This one I do care. I have envisioned that the top of the bell tower, you can see it fully when you kind of angle your camera down. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Oh, like for sure, I do not know how many times I go back and forth looking at the perspective shot, looking at this building. I have done this bell tower, just this part build, so many times now. So we're like on the 3rd level right now in Animal Crossing. Spoiler alert, that really comes to bite me in the butt. In the end, I just made my build too tall overall in my like first rounds of iterations. And once I actually bring everything down a level, I start to really like how it looks in that perspective shot at that terrace lookout point we just built. So I just learned the hard way. It's fine. And also just a tip. I mean, actually probably a lot of you are just better at building than me anyways in general, where you're like, yeah, I already know this. But just a tip, when you're making your builds, just make sure you have plenty of ledge space so you can just like freely move about the cabin and you don't have to worry about like just having to go down and make terraform again. I can get really annoyed by that where I'm like, it's time to lay my items down. I'm sure everyone has their own system of how to make fake builds and what works for them. For me, I just prefer it when I have a lot of ledge space so I don't have to like have it all mapped out. Because I really do build on the fly. I like to just go for it. Sure, it ends up taking me more time than planning, but I think it works for me since I wouldn't call myself an expert at this game at all. Like, I am relatively new to this. Some backstory for you. I've been a long time Animal Crossing game person. Love Animal Crossing. Like, I don't know how old I was. I should really fact check my dates, but I don't know, just like a middle schooler playing Wild World, and I was like, this is awesome. This is the best game ever. I loved Wild World. I even got what is it called? City Folks. I got City Folks. But that was then when I kind of started getting out of Animal Crossing and video games in general. In high school, I played less video games. And then in college, I didn't play video games at all, except like really random ones with friends, I guess, what they wanted to play. And it hasn't been till like, how old am I? I am 29 years old. I didn't buy this game, Animal Crossing New Horizons, until last year, Christmas last year. My amazing husband bought it for me as a present. He got me a Switch and Animal Crossing New Horizons. When we got married, I started watching like Animal Crossing content videos and New Horizons, and I actually started meeting people in real life who play Animal Crossing and still love Animal Crossing, and really just inspired me where I'm like, I can still play, like, you know, I don't know where I got this, but I was like, oh, I thought it was a dead game. And I'm like, you know what? It's not. And I never had Animal Crossing New Horizons. Like, I didn't buy it during the COVID year or whenever this came out because I really wasn't playing video games. And I am just so happy I have this game now. So here's me, just side bit, checking the shot. Actually, you know what's funny? I changed my build strategy, but now looking back at this footage, I don't hate that. So this is kind of funny. Maybe in the moment with building, you just get like frustrated with how things are looking. But yeah, when you bend down, I like lower the camera, I don't know what you call that. I don't hate that. Sorry, I am the worst also at getting balloons. I don't ever get them. Maybe I'll change. Maybe. But then, I don't know, I don't love that. So I don't know what happened. Oh, because I was thinking like, but what about if you don't lower the camera angle? What does it look like? Oh, I kind of like that view from right here too. That's cool. Like a sneaky little church back there. It's cool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, ranting about just my delay of getting this game. And yeah, I just wish I got this game sooner, I guess. It's just so amazing. I really do like it. I've hosted an Animal Crossing party before with some lovely friends I have. I actually met them all through church. We all go to the same church, and I go to like a young adults group, and we have like Bible study together. But I found out like we low-key all play Animal Crossing. Isn't that so fun? We're like, wait, you play Animal Crossing? Or like they had in the past. So we had an Animal Crossing party where actually my friend, she hosted us. I didn't host one, I had before, but the first one she hosted, and it was just so fun. We like toured everyone's islands, and they had these islands since like 2020 or whenever the game came out, and I had just started mine, and it was just really fun and an exciting time. I do think out of all of the gals, I probably play the most. There's also one who plays actually maybe as much as me. And she's super sweet. She got me like amiibo cards. They're for my birthday. They're such great friends. And it was just a really special moment to be like, well, we also have this in common. Isn't that so cool? And like I met someone at a different thing and found out she plays Animal Crossing. So I was like, whoa, you should come to the next Animal Crossing party I host. Like, one of the gifts was like little Nook socks. Anyways, if you like stuff like that, I'm sure you would enjoy hosting an Animal Crossing party. But yeah, that's kind of my backstory in relation to this game. Yeah, so I feel like a newbie in a lot of ways, even though this game has been out for a long time. So again, I'm just making these videos so that I finish my first Animal Crossing island. And it's for fun. So I started messing around with, oh, maybe I need a waterfall out of this church. And I don't know, I think for me, especially at this stage, like simple is better. I go on a lot of like tours, or I'm trying to collect right now through my Instagram and connections. I'm making tour videos and collecting really amazing islands. Just again, this Animal Crossing community, people can build insanely beautiful things out there. And yeah, I think for me right now, the goals I have for this island, I think simple is better. I can be so inspired by an island tour I go on and be like, oh my gosh, I need to do this or something similar to this. And I think that's just not where I'm at right now for the goals I have for this island. And I just want to like execute and keep it simple and have that satisfaction of like, hey, I completed something. And there's always room to dream bigger later. But yeah, just so you're aware of that too. I started experimenting with waterfalls and things like this in this build, but it ends up being just a simple church building, which is, hey, that was originally what I was going for. When I start building, I just am like, I can make it bigger. And I don't think that's necessarily what you need to do every time, if that's making any sense. If your goal for the island is like really big and gaudy, then yeah, do it. But maybe I'm going for more quaint than regal. Don't know if those are the right words. And also in this video, we're really not gonna get there with lots of design. This is a lot of me prepping the way in this space for this whole area, which it's gonna be a church. And then I also have this idea of recently got Billy, one of my dreamies. He's kind of the character that like lives off the land. He's gonna have like a pop-in farm, and I actually want him to have like a farm to table moment. And so I think also in this area, like next to the church, some space, but then there'll be Billy's like little area, and yeah, he's going to have like farm to table. So maybe some tables, maybe an outdoor kitchen area. Again, maybe I'm thinking too large scope for the room I have, but Billy needs a place to live anyways. So he's really just on the beach right now, which is not where I want him. So maybe I move that plot over, get that figured out, and we get the roads done too. So really the only build I do is figuring out this church and not even getting through detailed decorations, just like really getting the bones of it. But now, as you can see, I was like, okay, let's not do 3-level church. It was just getting too big for me. Maybe at some points the view looked good, but for the frame I really had in mind, I think for a 2-level, a 2-story, wait, why am I saying 2-story? A 1-story lookout spot, I think looks better with like a 2-story building structure. Haven't used any simple panels yet. I know they're like key in a lot of fake building builds. This is giving like build tower vibes right now. Like, I think I did think that way, where I'm like, maybe a church is too hard for me at this point, and I don't really have the skills to make a church right now. And I was like, what if it's a bell tower? And I think I toy around with that idea, but I don't know, it didn't look very towery-y, and I do end up going with a church build. But yeah, so that's why my brain. This is the shot I wanted. Did you see how you can see the top of the structure without lowering your camera angle? I think I flipped that when I was talking previously, but we're back on track. That is why I moved everything down 1 level, was specifically for that perspective shot, and also the 3-story church build was just kind of becoming more overwhelming for me than fun, so scaled back, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Something I watched in, again, this was Amira's version, that's the name of her channel. You've probably seen her stuff if you watch Animal Crossing content. I talk about her a lot in this episode, I guess, but another thing she said that I really liked was like, if you're really struggling with designing a space, perhaps your space is just too big. Like there's too much to work with. Like, shrink the zone. That definitely obviously applies to Happy Home Paradise, where you can like shrink the floor plan, but also in designing areas on your island, just shrink the space. So for me, I think that really worked. Like I made the space smaller, and I really like that church build, just the bones of it. That will be the general idea. I will fill it out where it's not hollow looking. But that's the shot I was wanting. And now, very important to lay down the path, because I want it to look like there's flooring, and it's not just like items sitting on grass. I think adding pathing under whatever you're building really just is an easy fix to make your build look more real and more complete. I also still add this design code border. And for the doors of the church, I end up going with simple panels, but those will not be the design codes I'm using. I'm going to try to find like a nice door code or something. But yeah, I like the symmetry of this church build, and that stone ramp will probably go away, by the way, to the right. I need to start hoarding my ramps if there's a 10 ramp limit or something like that. Yeah, anyways, so I do think this little area finally starts coming together. I don't know how long I was building for. But it was a long time. And I think that's just can be the reality of making islands sometimes. Me speaking with the littlest experience ever, the more and more I build and struggle, the more and more appreciation I have when I go on these island tours and creators just have these completed islands, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that must have taken you so much time. Like, it is no easy feat. And just being able to follow through with a plan, like have a vision, execute plan, I think that's a great skill to have and practice. I think it's pretty beneficial. Oh, this is where I'm toying with the idea of like, oh, what if this is the doorway and like the church is open? Like, I like that. And I don't know, like you can walk through, or maybe I do like it when islands are more like interactive and you can like walk through spaces. But yeah, that's kind of the direction I go in this video. And now thinking about it, I might just block it off again because of the ramp thing, because I have a double ramp moment I want to do. So yeah, I just have to be wise with my ramp use, unfortunately. This new information I found. I will have to push that castle gate over, but I'm kind of experimenting with how to fill this church right side, and I end up really liking what I go with. I'm also going to, oh, that's a picture. Oopsie daisies. Okay, there I am again. But I'm also going to chop away the cliff to the right, probably. So again, it looks more like, oh, it's a standing church, like on its own. It's not necessarily like built into the cliffside, though that's really cool actually. But it'll just look like a church that is built all the way around. This ramp will be gone, yada yada. Also, but I mean, the ramp is actually very clutch right now for building, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'll have to push this cliffside back, and I'm like, I don't know how spacing's gonna work out, but we'll see. I'm really liking it. I'm liking the, what is it called? The item variations I'm using. This castle gate is the beige one, right? Light beige? Something? White beige? I don't know. I like the light airiness. I like that plant partition up there. And then closing this off, but I think I bring everything back so it just looks more like, yeah, a solid building, because it's still just feeling very hollow to me, and I think that's another reason why I maybe won't end up going with like the open door thing to the left of the church, because I also want it to look like a solid building, like it's not fake. I want it to look real. I am going, in general, this island, I'm going for like more so realism. Like, it is a game obviously, but I want it to be a realistic fall town is my goal. So actually, another way I get my creativity out is when I'm craving like fairy core or more whimsy. That's when slumber islands are actually pretty fun, because I can just like make something really quick there that's like oh, I'm coughing, that's like purple and pink and really fairy fun, and I don't know. So when I want that switch up. But yeah, I might also start making Happy Home Paradise videos, or at least maybe I won't show footage of it, but just practice builds, because I think that's also how you can get better. So look at that marble fireplace I used there and flipped it around. I actually really like that, because in builds I'm always trying to find more surfaces where I can throw items on it, because I just really like the cute little miscellaneous items in this game. They're so cute. Like, maybe I'll put candles on that fireplace, or just something, a welcome sign, I don't know. Just it's just a friendly, pretty church, and I just want it to have cute little details like that. So I think that's staying for now. I don't know if that's very realistic, if why you would have like a shelf out there, but I like the marble fireplace. I hope it looks like built into the church. That's kind of what I'm going for, into this building. And definitely one of the next steps is making all the paths connect. But okay, that's the shot I wanted. So you can still see a little bit of sky above the tower, the bell tower, and that's what I wanted instead of like flopping down. So it actually feels good to just execute a perspective shot. Like, that was a lot of building if you think about it in itself. Yes, my build isn't complete like the church, but figuring out the spacing for how to make a shot look good. I don't know if any of you have done that yet. Probably some of you have. That would be really cool to hear from you, like how that goes for you, or if you have any tips. I'm always looking for how I can improve my skills, I guess, and ways to make this, I guess, easier, or just really good ideas that y'all have. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have such an amazing day. Bye, everyone.